I want to share with you today a mindset shift which will transform your dog training business as soon as you make it. I was talking to a dog training business owner the other day about online training, and they made the comment that online training very rarely works. I always laugh to myself when I hear people say that because I ran a very successful online dog training platform where we offered a guarantee that if it didn't work, the client didn't pay. Never did our refund rate go above 6%. It wasn't your typical guarantee of if you're not happy in 60 days, you can have your money back. This was a if it hasn't worked and transformed your dog's behavior in 30 days, you will get all of your money back and we'll carry on working with you. And never more than 6% asked for their money back, which essentially means it was working 94% of the time. And most of these people were coming to us having already wasted time and money on face-to-face dog trainers. Well, I used to also think that online dog training wouldn't work. I just couldn't see how you could possibly do something online remotely that, let's face it, is difficult enough to do successfully face to face. You've got all the problems of owners not doing their homework, not following through, and not doing what we teach them to do. So how, if we struggle to do it face to face with most people, could you ever do it online? The thing that changed between me believing you couldn't do online dog training that worked to being in a position where I was helping tens of thousands of dogs at a time solve very difficult problems and problems for people who'd already wasted time and money on face-to-face training was the question that I asked myself. Up until a certain point, I'd believed that online training didn't work. And that's what I was telling myself. And then one day I asked myself the question, what would I need to do in order to produce an online dog training platform that did work? And just that shift in the question that I asked myself got me thinking about what I could possibly do to make online dog training work. Now, this video isn't about whether online dog training works or not, but it's about the questions we ask ourselves. Generally, if you change the question, you will change the result that you get. And so, for example, if you were to ask yourself the question of, what could I possibly do to help give dog owners more motivation, rather than getting wound up about the fact that most dog trainers aren't motivated enough, all of a sudden you'd start coming up with answers which might just be the key to solving the problem that you need to solve. You see, by asking yourself the right questions, it just turns your brain on and gets you thinking about the possibilities. I share a story in the Money course about a guy called Roger Bannister. Roger Bannister was an Olympic long distance runner. And he was the first person to run a mile in under 4 minutes. Now, I can't remember all of the stats, but basically the story goes like this. Up until, let's say, 1976, nobody had ever ran a mile in under 4 minutes. Roger Bannister tried to do it in 1976, I think it was, and 1977. And then in 1978, he finally ran a mile in under 4 minutes. Well, in the following year, another two people ran the mile in under 4 minutes. And then in the years that follow, hundreds or if not thousands of people have run a mile in under 4 minutes. Well, nothing drastically changed in the way humans are put together in those years. The only thing that changed is up until the point that Roger Bannister had ran the 4 minute mile, everybody believed it was a limit that couldn't be passed. As soon as he did it, all of a sudden, the other runners realized it was possible. And as soon as they realized it was possible, they started doing it in under 4 minutes as well. Well, exactly the same is true in your dog training business. If you believe that something isn't possible, I can almost guarantee you it won't be possible for you. But as soon as you start asking different questions and wondering about what could I do to make it possible, you will start taking yourself on the journey to solving that problem. So today, what I want you to do is think about something that's a problem within your business. Think about the belief you have about why it's a problem, and then ask yourself the question, what could I do about it? What could I possibly do that would get rid of that problem, or maybe just take me a step towards getting rid of that problem? And you'll find if you apply some of the answers that you come up with, you will quickly start to get rid of that problem. Here at Faithwolf, we're massively passionate about helping great dog trainers run very successful dog training businesses. We know that if we can give you the life that you want, then you will be able to help more dogs and owners get the lives that they need and they want. So if you found this video useful, please give it a like, give it a share, and maybe drop down in the comments below a problem that you've got in your dog training business and the question that you've just asked yourself to challenge the belief that you've previously held. And I'll see you in the next video.